I've been losing a lot lately.
Yeah.
Even round one of our little golf adventure.
That's right. That's right. We
Oh
did get out
man, there's
for
some great content coming out for this.
round one. Yeah. And there's going to be some content for you to check out. And I think the one thing I want to comment on with regards to the round, you started incredibly
So
well.
hot.
And I won't lie.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it because we ended up playing out by you. And just for context for people that are listening,
Yeah.
you live an
Out in Pickering.
hour and
Yeah.
30 or so away from me.
Hour and
So
30.
yeah, it's a good haul, man. I'm on the other end of the city.
Oakville to Pickering.
Yeah,
That's like 55 minutes on Google Maps, man.
no
How do you
chance of
drive?
55. I can tell you I did a
Just
buck 40
on
because
the right line, right
it
lane the
was
whole way?
it was 6 a.m. in the morning. You booked the tea time for 7. So you can imagine I'm laying in my bed that night and I'm thinking to myself, am I getting hustled here right now? He's booked the course around the corner from him. He's played many times.
Yeah.
None of that. He books it at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now I know we're not playing head to head, but I have to get up at 5:30 just to get to this golf course for our team time. Drive across the city. I'm up at the crack of dawn, and I'm thinking to myself, laying in bed, I'm like, he's going to get this done in round one. And I'm not kidding you. The first 6 holes, I was like, I'm in trouble here. I'm in big time trouble. So this is when I started thinking, like, I got to get in his head. I got to figure out what I got to
That's
do
what did
something
it.
here. And that's when I started playing the card. Like, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, home course. How many times you played here? You played here a bunch.
Yeah.
Got me up
You got
early
me.
in the morning. You know, I'm getting hustled here over the Jacob steak dinner. So
Felt bad.
yeah,
You felt I honestly I was, to be honest too, like the first 2 holes weren't great holes. I lost 2 balls, but I was able to save bogey on both of them.
yeah,
So I was really happy. I was 5 over after 6 holes.
yeah,
I'm like, this is gold. And
yeah.
and a part of me started to feel bad. I was like, man, that sucks. Like he did come all the way out here, and I'm gonna take it on the first day, and that kind of ruins the content for the podcast. All these thoughts came to my head, and then it
Oh,
was what, 9 on the. It was next shot, next hole 9. It was five
yeah,
over, and then we had a
yeah,
7 and a 7. One
yeah,
of them was a par 3. So
yeah. You,
immediately added 12. I was 12 over on those 3 holes alone.
yeah, you
So,
finished the back nine, 9, 7,
oh,
7. And I
so
was
brutal.
like, and I
12,
remember thinking
17
to
over.
myself, nah, there it is.
It's
we're,
over. It was
we're
it. I
alive.
blew up.
The bet is alive.
Oh,
So but here's what I will say. I'm in a very weird position about this, to be honest with you, because on the one hand, as a competitor, you don't want to lose the bet, right? You don't want to lose the bet. But realistically, when I think about this, and I was, as I was watching the collapse throughout the round, the last 3 holes in the front nine was really tough. And then we got to the back nine, started back nine, and we
back
did the
there.
math to figure out what you
Oh
needed
my
to
gosh.
break 100. And it was really, really tough. And let's be honest, I did not, I was right there with you. I was
You
horrendous. I did
finished with
not,
99
I
just
shot,
to taunt
I
me.
shot 99,
Yeah.
99,
I
which
would
is
die for 99.
a horrendous round of golf, number one. But how ironic is it that I break 100 by one?
I know.
By one. That goes to tell you how bad that was, a brutal
Terrible.
round of golf that we played, to be entirely honest. But the tough part for me is because as I was watching the collapse and watching you go through it, I too started to feel bad. I'm like,
You
man,
should.
you know what? I
I'll be your
want this guy
charity
to break
case.
100. I do. At the end of the day, I'm like, you've worked really hard at it. You want it so bad. Golf is incredibly tough. It's an incredibly difficult sport, and it is a sport that costs a lot of money and a lot of time. Hence the reason why usually most people that play it and are involved in it are extremely privileged. But it is incredibly tough. It's an incredibly tough sport. So how much would I love to see my good buddy Troy Dove break 100? It's a
This is
weird
your friggin' game. You're
juxtaposition
already
that
doing
I
it
face
already,
with.
man.
No, it's a
Now
weird.
you're playing the
I'm not.
charity
I'm not.
case.
No,
I'm not
I'm
your charity
not.
case. On hole 2, you're like, I was this far away. Like, finish it right away. Right
I
away. You were
just.
like,
I
nope,
just needed to
nope. Got
set.
to finish that out. Got to play it out.
I just needed to set expectations that I need to see everything. right? But you know,
Oh,
you have
man.
to admit, as the round went on, I lightened up. I
You
started
did. You,
giving
well,
you,
you
I
did
started
once you
giving you
once I
gimmies that were
once I
putter
once I
length.
once I was 5 over on the par five. Like it
Well, I
was
had
took
to
me
ensure the
forever to get to the damn green.
I
It was
had to
ridiculous.
I had to ensure the bet wasn't in jeopardy.
Oh
But
man, we'll be back.
I'm not
Okay.
saying that. I truthfully would like to see you break 100. So what I hope happens here is, you know, the 5 rounds we play, you don't break 100. We play a 6th round and you shatter 100 and we can celebrate together and we'll go and have that steak dinner. Okay. That's what I
All
hope
right, all
happens.
right,
You're still
okay.
going to have to
It's
pay for the
good.
steak
I'm
dinner,
just gonna
but we'll have it
lock
together
in, Debbie.
regardless and we
Lock
can
in.
celebrate about it.
All
So,
right, block them out. Block them out.
all right.
We'll get them.
Um,
All right, that's golf. That
that's
was a long
golf.
one there for sure.
Yeah, US Open, a fun
Let's do
one.
it.
It's going to be a fun weekend. Like I said, who doesn't love Majors Week? Always fun to watch, always fun to follow along. We'll be placing a few wagers,
Let's do it.
and we'll be getting out for our second round soon. But keep an eye out for the content from round one. Some great funny clips coming out
Jimmy
of that one, so
Walker,
it should
go
be
get him.
fun. All right,
Thanks for
thanks
listening,
everyone for
everyone.
listening. We'll chat again soon.